Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some people just feel different? Their room is clean, their mind is clear, they're calm under pressure, they remember things better, they don't panic before exams. And it's not because they're smarter than you. I used to think that too. I thought discipline was talent, that focus was personality, that being organized was something you were born with. But then I started noticing patterns in friends, in classmates, in people I studied with, especially in a lot of Asian households. Not because of race, not because of genetics, but because of habits. Small, boring, daily habits, taught early, repeated often. And the scary part? None of them were complicated. No fancy apps, no motivation speeches, no 5 a.m. miracle routines. Just systems that quietly shape how you think, clean, study, and live. Today, I'm breaking down 10 Asian habits that don't just make you productive, they make you smarter, cleaner, and more disciplined over time. Some of these might feel uncomfortable. Some might challenge how you were raised. But if you stick with me, one of these habits might change how you live forever. The first thing I noticed, clean spaces weren't a weekend activity. They were daily. In many Asian homes, you don't wait until things are messy. You reset every day. Before sleeping, before studying, before eating. Not perfect, just intentional. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. A messy space doesn't just look bad, it clutters your thinking. Ever tried studying in chaos? Your brain feels heavy before you even start. That's habit 1. Respect your space. Not because guests are coming, but because you live there. Habit 2 connects to this. End the day with a reset. 10 minutes, that's it. Clear the desk, wash the cup, put things back. This trains your brain to finish cycles. No loose ends, no "I'll do it later." And when your brain learns closure, focus becomes easier. This isn't about being neat, it's about mental clarity. And most people miss that. But the next habit, that's where discipline really starts. In many Asian cultures, studying isn't emotional. You don't ask, "Do I feel motivated?" You ask, "What time is it?" That's habit 3. Study is scheduled, not negotiated. Same time, same place, same expectation. No drama. And when something becomes routine, your brain stops fighting it. Compare that to how most of us study. We wait, we procrastinate, we need the right mood. That's exhausting. Now, habit 4 is powerful. Comfort with silence. No music, no constant noise, no phone buzzing every minute. Silence feels uncomfortable at first because it forces you to think. But silence trains attention. That's why people who grow up with quiet study time can focus longer without burning out. Your brain stops craving stimulation. It learns depth. If you struggle to concentrate, it's not because you're broken. You've just never trained stillness. And once you do, everything changes. But wait, this next habit explains why pressure doesn't break them. Here's a harsh truth. A lot of people fail not because they're lazy, but because they can't wait. Habit 5, delayed reward is normal. Finish homework, then relax. Clean first, then scroll. Work before play. Not because life is strict, but because it builds self-control. Every time you delay pleasure, you strengthen discipline like a muscle. Now, habit 6 is connected. Feelings don't decide actions. You're tired? Still do the basics. You're bored? Still show up. You don't feel like it. That's okay. Do it anyway. This doesn't mean ignoring emotions. It means not letting them run your life. Discipline isn't aggression. It's calm consistency. And when you live like this, confidence grows quietly because you trust yourself. And trust, that's power. But discipline alone isn't enough. The next habit explains why growth compounds. Habit 7, think long-term by default. Not just today, not just this week, years. How will this help my future? Will I thank myself later? This mindset changes decisions. Skipping class feels expensive. Wasting time feels dangerous. Not in a stressful way, but in a responsible one. Now, habit 8 is my favorite. Learning isn't a phase, it's identity. You don't stop learning after school. You read, you practice, you improve. Not to flex, not to compete, but because growth is normal. When learning becomes part of who you are, you don't fear challenges. You expect them. And suddenly, you're not overwhelmed by life. You're prepared for it. But there's still one missing piece, the habit that ties everything together. Habit 9, stay humble, stay hungry. No matter how good you get, there's always room to improve. This mindset protects you from ego, and ego kills growth. You stay teachable, you listen more, you assume you can be better. Now the final habit, the most important one, consistency over intensity. No extreme routines, no burnout cycles, just small things done daily. 10 minutes of cleaning, 30 minutes of studying, one improvement at a time. This is how discipline becomes effortless. Not because it's easy, but because it's familiar. And when habits are familiar, they stop draining you. They support you. That's how people become quietly unstoppable. Let me say this clearly. You don't need to copy a culture. You don't need to change who you are. You just need better habits. So here's your challenge. Tonight, pick one habit. Just one. Clean your space, study in silence, reset before bed, delay comfort, show up anyway. Don't try to change your life overnight. Change how you live tomorrow. Because discipline isn't built in big moments, it's built in boring ones. And those boring habits, they shape your future. Try one tonight, come back tomorrow, do it again. That's how real growth happens. Let's level up together.